Hello everyone, welcome to the Network Theory lecture series. In the last lecture we have seen some problems on the transient analysis. In that problems we have find out the current, then we have find out the differential current, that is di of t divided by dt, and d2i of t divided by dt square at t is equal to 0 plus. In those problems there was no any previous condition was available. In this next problem, there is a next level problem, as you can say. Here there is a previous in the at 0 plus, means before switching the circuit was in a steady condition, means there was a current was flowing through that circuit with a constant speed. Then what will happen when you are going to switch on? So what will happen with the circuit, that you have to find out. So you can see the figure. In this figure 30 volt voltage supply is there, then switch 1 and switch 2 is there, then 20 ohm resistor is there, capacitor is there, 1 microfarad and 10 ohm resistance. So what you have to calculate is we have to calculate again same thing, that is I di of t divided by dt and d2i of t divided by dt square at t is equal to 0 plus. First of all, we will find out at t is equal to 0 plus, 0 minus. At t is equal to 0 minus, we have to find out the circuit. So at t is equal to 0 minus means switch is at the position 1. So when the switch at the position 1, what was the condition they are given? So steady state condition reached before switching, means means from going to from 1 to 2, the circuit was in a steady state, means there was a voltage was created across the capacitor and there is a 30 volt voltage source is there. So 30 volt voltage source will be there when at before switching on. So this switch, this is going to be connected at this position, switch 1. Switch 2 is open. Now this is no meaning for this resistance, because this is open resistance. So it doesn't matter, you can draw it or don't draw it, doesn't matter. For your understanding purpose I am just draw it, because there is no use of this 10 ohm resistor now when the switch is at the position 1. Now this resistor will be as it is. You have seen that there will be no any effect on the resistance for any condition. Now what will happen with the this capacitor? Some voltage will created across this capacitor. I will make this as an open circuit. Okay, so I will create this as an open circuit. This is I of 0 minus. So what will be the current in the I of 0 minus? What we have to do, you have to calculate the previous conditions. So what are the previous conditions for the what you have to calculate? You have to calculate current or voltage. You have to calculate only current. Why not voltage? Because they have, in the example they have asked only current. So you have to calculate I of 0 minus is equal to, what will be the I of 0 minus? So see, you can see here, this is a voltage, then I of 0 minus flowing through that open circuit, means it open circuit means it is 0. So I of 0 minus is 0. Again we will, sake of simplicity and for future purpose, we will calculate the voltage across the capacitor. So what will be the voltage across the capacitor? Vc of 0 Vc of 0 minus is equal to, so how to calculate Vc of 0 minus? Vc of 0 minus, if it is open circuit, so if it is open circuit, there will be no any drop across the 20 ohm resistance. Okay, so as it is, this 30 voltage will be appear across this capacitor, means Vc of 0 minus is 30 volts. Okay, now next step is, you know that at t is equal to 0 plus we have to calculate. At t is equal to 0 plus, what will happen? This switch is going to be connected at 2 position. So I will connect that switch here, you can see. Now this resistor is counted. Now this voltage source is no use, because we are not connected at this position. So it is open circuit now. You can see here, I will draw for your sake of simplicity. If you don't want to draw, you don't have to draw this part of the circuit, that is 30 volt, because it is now open circuit. Okay, So this is resistance at t is equal to 0 plus. At t is equal to 0 plus, what will happen here? This capacitor will work, that is 30 volt. We can go through that table, so you will understand why I am writing here is a 30 volt, because this voltage source, previous voltage source, will act as a here as a source, that is 30 volt, and 20 ohm, then 10 ohm, and this is I of 0 plus. Now I of 0 plus you have to calculate. Now simply you have to apply the Ohm's law. If you are applying the Ohm's law, what will happen with this circuit? I of 0 plus is equal to minus 30 divided by 30. Okay, so you apply the Ohm's law, you will understand it, or KVL. So direction of voltage source is opposite to that current flow. So minus 30, that is minus 1 ampere. So minus 1 ampere is I of 0 plus. Now we'll move on to the next part, that is very important part for us. At t greater than 0, means at the steady state condition, how the circuit will behave. So as per the table, you can see that resistor will be available here, that is 10 ohm resistor, then it is 20 ohm resistor, and along with that voltage source, that capacitor will add in series with that voltage source. If it is inductor and the current source, then the inductor and current source will be add parallelly with each other at t greater than 0 condition. Okay, so you can see that table. In the table I have given you, go through that lecture. That is 1 microfarad and voltage source is 30 volt. Now at t is equal to t greater than 0, we have to find out. Now apply KVL. Apply KVL inside the circuit, that is I of t. I of t, you have to apply this minus 30, then I of t. Then here is the minus 30. Then 1 microfarad means 1 upon C, that is 1 into 10 raised to minus 6. I of t dt is equal to 0. So that is the way you have to write KVL equation for the at t greater than 0. But we don't want this integration inside this equation. So what we have to do, you have to differentiate it again. So differentiate it. So minus 30 d I of t divided by dt, minus this 30 going to be a constant, so minus 1 upon 10 into minus 6, I of t is equal to 0. Okay, so now what you have to do, what you have to calculate, the di of t. So I will take other things into the right hand side. So I will take minus sign common. So di of t divided by dt is equal to I of t divided by 30 into 10 raised to minus 6. Okay, so now at t is equal to 0 plus, at t is equal to 0 plus, I of 0 plus is minus 1 ampere. We have calculated it. So I of 0 plus is minus 1 ampere. So this should be a minus, okay, when it is going to be a right hand side. So di of 0 plus divided by dt is equal to minus 1, that is plus 1 ampere, plus 1 divided by 30 into 10 raised to minus 6, that is 0.33 into 10 raised to 5 ampere per second. Now differentiate this equation again. So what will happen? So d2 I of t divided by dt square minus di of t divided by dt 1 upon 30 into 10 raised to minus 6. So what is the value of di at t is equal to 0 plus, at t is equal to 0 plus, what is the value of this di of 0 plus divided by dt? That is minus 0.33 into 10 raised to 5 into 1 upon 330 into 10 raised to minus 6. So d2 I of 0 plus divided by dt square. So that is the value, and final answer is minus 1.1 into 10 raised to 9 ampere per second square. So you do this calculation, you will understand this calculation, and you will calculate it. Okay. So this is the one problem. Many times they will ask for the 10 marks. I will give one more problem for homework. So you have to calculate it. Same way you have to find out. So homework is switch is going to be a close at t is equal to 0. There is a voltage source is applied, and here is the resistance is applied. Inductor 1 Henry is there, 10 ohm is there, 1 to 20 volt, 20 ohm. You have to find out again same initial conditions are previous at this steady condition. It was when it switches at the position 1, it was in a steady condition, and you have to find out I di of t divided by dt and d2 I of t divided by dt square at t is equal to 0 plus. So you do it for the homework. If you have any problem, you can call me or message me. So we'll meet into the next lecture with the next point. So thank you.